Welcome back to the Chasing Happiness podcast, an honest podcast about finding happiness, what it really means, and the process of getting there. My name is Crystal, and this week's episode is not the episode I expected to be posting this week. As you guys know, a lot has changed in the last year, and I've done my best to keep up with it all and try to keep moving forward and keep the podcast afloat while running the business and doing my own personal thing and taking on a new 9-to-5 job and all of the changes that have come into my personal life as well as my professional life. And it's been really hard to manage some of it. And my brain is still playing catch up with everything that has changed in the last 12 to 18 months. Jeez, it's not even been that long. It's been less than 12 months, actually. And that there and of itself is part of the problem. My brain has not caught up to everything yet. I still need time to process, and I've been struggling for the last few months, maybe a little bit longer, with taking a step back, taking a real break. As you guys know, if you follow on social media, I have, taken a week off or a few days here and a few days there, but I've still kept up with the podcast as best I could. I've still posted things on social media. I have made the very difficult decision. It's been hard to walk away, even if temporarily, which is ultimately what this post is about. I, just like everyone else who starts something, feel guilty walking away from it, even if it is temporary. I feel like I'm sort of abandoning this community that we've built. But after talking to some people, after spending some time sitting with it, after journaling and writing about it and talking about it in therapy and talking to a bunch of business friends of mine, I honestly think this is the best thing I can do for my own personal mental health at this point, as well as for the business and the podcast and everything that I'm trying to build, because I need some time and I can't effectively take the time that I need. I can't effectively process what I need to if I have one foot in the door and one foot outside the door. So I am not walking away permanently. I hope you all know and understand that the podcast will be back. It is going to be put on hold for 6 months. There will be no new podcast episodes until the new year. And if something changes in between now and then, and I do a pop-up episode, of course, I will post it on social media and make everyone aware of it. And it will automatically push to your phone if you subscribe. But I need the break, and honestly, it's okay. I've struggled with this because I feel guilty, because I know how many of you love the podcast, and I know how many of you benefit from all of the things that I do within the business. And so it's been a difficult decision. But sometimes we have to make really hard decisions in order to keep moving forward. And it's okay to do that. It's okay to put yourself first sometimes and not worry about the rest of the world around you, no matter how difficult that is or how much you struggle with making that choice. Because even as I am talking to you about this right now, I am still struggling with this choice. I am still trying to figure out what it means and how to do it in a way that's effective and doesn't feel like I am abandoning anyone. And even for someone like me, that's still difficult. So I wanted to put this episode out here this week so that you knew the podcast would come back at some point, and so that you understood that this is temporary, and I don't entirely know where it's going to lead. So I will chat with you guys in a few months and we will go from there. I don't entirely know where this is going to lead. And while I say this is temporary now, I don't know what the next 6 months holds or where I will be or where my head will be at. But at this point, my full intention is to bring the podcast back in the new year with new episodes, new conversations, new learning opportunities for all of us. And in the meantime, I hope you all understand why I'm doing this personally. But more so, I hope you take this as an opportunity to evaluate when you need time, when you need space, when you need to take a step back, and actually allow yourself to do it, even if you do feel guilty, even if you do feel awkward doing it, even if it feels a little uncomfortable, to put yourself first. We cannot be of benefit to anyone else in this world if we're not taking care of who we are and what we emotionally need first. And that's a hard thing for us, especially as women, but I think it's vitally important. So I love you guys, and I appreciate you coming back and listening and being a part of all of this. And when I feel ready to share some more, I will, I promise. But at this point, I think I just need to hit pause on a lot of things that I have on the go and take some time for me to evaluate where I am in my life and where I want it going and what it's going to look like. So that's what I'm doing. I will chat with you guys in 6 months. I hope you have a great rest of the year. I'm sending giant hugs to all of you. Bye for now.